What would you do if the person you love, the one you trust the most, looks you in the eye and asks for just one night with another man? Would you break down? Would you fight for them? Or would you walk away with your dignity intact? This is the story of how one husband's response left his wife speechless and changed everything forever. My name is Daniel, and I had been married to my wife Claire for 8 years. We built what I thought was a solid marriage. Our careers were steady, our home was warm, and our circle of friends admired us as the perfect couple. But behind closed doors, cracks had started to show. Claire complained about routine, about how our life lacked excitement. I thought it was just stress talking, so I ignored it. That was my mistake. One night after dinner, she poured herself a glass of wine and sat me down. Her tone was almost casual, but her words were anything but. "Daniel," she said, twirling the glass in her hand, "I love you, but I want to experience one night with someone else. Just one night. No strings attached, no feelings, just fun." I froze. At first, I thought she was joking, but the look on her face told me she wasn't. My heart pounded, my throat went dry. I asked her to repeat it, and she did, calmly, like it was the most reasonable request in the world. I stared at her, trying to understand. This was the woman who had stood before me years ago, promising loyalty and love. And here she was, asking for permission to betray it all. "You're serious?" I asked. "Yes," she said, her voice steady. "Just one night, Daniel. After that, things will go back to normal." Her words sliced through me. She wanted me to bless her betrayal as if it would mean nothing. In that moment, anger surged through me, but I forced myself to stay calm. I realized something important. Her request wasn't about just one night. It was about respect, trust, and the very foundation of our marriage, and she had already shattered it. So I leaned back, took a deep breath, and said, "Okay, Claire, if you want one night with another man, then I want one night with freedom. And that freedom starts with divorce." Her smile dropped instantly. "What? No, Daniel, that's not what I meant. I don't want to lose you. I just want to try something different." I shook my head. "Claire, when you asked me for that, you already lost me. You don't experiment with marriage. You don't play with loyalty like it's a game." She started crying, reaching for my hand, but I pulled away. "You've been thinking about this for a while, haven't you?" I asked. She didn't answer. Her silence told me everything I needed to know. That night, I slept in the guest room. The next morning, I called a lawyer. By the end of the week, I had filed for divorce. Claire begged, pleaded, promised she would never bring it up again. She said she only asked because some of her friends had tried open experiences and she was curious. But curiosity isn't an excuse for betrayal. The more I thought about it, the clearer it became. She had probably already crossed the line in her mind, maybe even in reality. And even if she hadn't yet, asking me for permission meant she didn't value me or our marriage the way I valued her. When she realized I was serious about leaving, her desperation grew. She called my family, told them I was throwing everything away over a silly request. But when I explained the truth, they stood by me. Even my sister told Claire, "If you wanted to act single, you should have never gotten married." Weeks later, the divorce was finalized. It hurt, of course. It always does. But I also felt relief. For the first time in years, I wasn't walking on eggshells, trying to please someone who didn't respect me. And here's the twist. Months after our divorce, I heard from mutual friends that the man she had been eyeing never even gave her the time of day. She ended up alone, while I built a new life for myself. Sometimes the strongest response isn't shouting or begging. It's walking away with your dignity. And when Claire asked for one night with another man, my answer was simple. She could have her night, but she'd lose her husband forever. If you like this story, please subscribe and turn on notifications.